Now, with everything that's going on with America at the moment, it's easy to forget that this year marks the 250th anniversary of a significant moment in world history. In 1776, America declared its independence from Britain. Generations of people from the south of England had emigrated to the continent following the Pilgrim Fathers who left Southampton in the Mayflower in 1620. Among the settlers were the Washington family from the village of Sulgrave near Banbury. Their descendant George Washington, over on the right there, well, he was a key figure in the fight for independence and became the first president of the United States. It's a story recently told in the popular musical Hamilton. Well, this year, George Washington's ancestral home in Sulgrave has a unique role in celebrating the anniversary, as I've been finding out.
George Washington was a farmer, he was a planter, he was a soldier, a general commander, and ultimately the first president of the United States.
He's called the father of our country. I think he was recognized as the leader among leaders.
A pivotal figure who helped pave the way for America to declare its independence from Britain 250 years ago.
It meant Britain lost one of its biggest and most significant colonies and dealt a major blow to the British Empire.
And George Washington's legacy is remembered here at Sulgrave Manor near Banbury, his ancestral home.
George Washington's 5 times great-grandfather, Lawrence Washington, a very wealthy wool merchant, built it just after the dissolution of the monasteries. In 1539, it stayed in the Washington family for about 120 years.
By then, a new life in America had beckoned for some of the family.
John Washington emigrated to colonial Virginia and went on to become George Washington's great-grandfather.
Back in England, Sulgrave Manor fell into disrepair, but was restored in the early 20th century thanks to wealthy donors from both sides of the Atlantic. By now, Britain and America had been at peace for 100 years, and Sulgrave became a permanent memorial of that special relationship. It was also gifted some unique artefacts.
We have a handle from George Washington's coffin. The handle itself rests on fabric that was taken from Martha Washington's mourning shawl that she wore the day of his funeral. We also have a call bell as well as this travelling case.
What have we got in this case here?
So in here we have George Washington's black velvet coat.
He wore this?
He wore this, yes, most likely during his first presidential term. It's really an astonishing object to have in our collection.
There are many stories about George Washington, including his vow never to set foot on British soil. That's why his statue in Trafalgar Square stands on soil brought over from his Mount Vernon estate in Virginia. But now, to mark the 250th anniversary of independence, a little piece of history is about to be made here at Sulgrave.
Here we go.
Beautiful.
And now you'll have some soil from Sulgrave.
That's right.
John has been collecting some clay soil from us in order to put that in the base of the statue in Washington.
And the Washington Monument is one of the most famous landmarks in America. So what you're hoping to do is make Washington actually stand on British soil for the first time?
Well, that's right. He will have his own time capsule in the U.S. and we'll create that legend over there.
Is this a bit controversial, though? Do some people not think you should be respecting his vow never to set foot on British soil?
Well, again, I think it's a great story. But if you ask the head of Mount Vernon, who really is a great expert in George Washington, he would say Washington never said that.
Even after becoming president, he was very quick to work with England and to really say that everyone should be friendly and peaceful towards each other. So I think he'd be quite happy to be standing on soil from Sulgrave.
The titanium time capsule has now crossed the Atlantic and been formally presented to the United States in a ceremony at George Washington's home in Virginia, attended by Deputy Prime Minister David Lammy.
This is our history. The United States and the UK.
Well, George Washington, of course, is a pioneer. He's a fighter, he's a visionary, but he's absolutely determined that the United States should be independent and free, and that is what he achieves. What is, I think, very beautiful is the idea of a time capsule, because that, of course, is looking not just to the past, but also to the future.
And with messages for the future from world leaders and children also sealed inside, the capsule will be installed beneath the Washington Monument this spring, enshrining that Sulgrave connection to the father of America, 250 years on.